Right, so today Dylan is gonna primer the door and then we're gonna paint it, or he's gonna paint it. So I got some primer, 5425. The main thing we're doing here is just getting gray on the door where it's black. So we want the base color or the primer to be all the exact same color throughout everything we do. So we're not doing high build in the jambs. We're not gonna get crazy about sanding all that area down and stuff. We're just gonna scuff it, and then we're gonna put some B5 blue down. And then here's the activator. So for this paint, you could actually make it for high build primer, or you can make it for sealer. So we're basically just doing primer sealer. So our mix ratio is 4 parts of primer, 1 part of activator, and 2 parts of thinner or reducer. So to set that, you're gonna pull the trigger and then you back this off. Feel the trigger compressing?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now you have it all the way in. Now this is turning. So now what we're gonna do is turn it in till it just stops. It's just touching your trigger now. And then we'll lock it there. And what that does is that's full fluid, okay? This will be your fan. When we get the paint in here and stuff, then we could adjust this. Basically, you want to make the fan as wide as possible and then just bring it in a little bit to tighten up the edges, okay? And then our pressure, we want it to be around 22. Also, we'll do that after we get out there. Now you set your gun here so the reservoir, yep, just like that. All right, so this is important. We're gonna go ahead and put some primer in here now. But when you pull this stick out, we're gonna reuse the stick to stir the primer with the activator and the reducer. But then you can never put this stick back in here, okay? Because the activator is gonna make the primer hard or paint hard. So you never wanna put it back, okay? Because this is your raw primer and you wanna keep it good. All right, now use this guy and just scoop some primer and then pour it in here up to your number 4 line. So 4 parts. That's good. Stir it up. The reason you're doing this is to make sure if there's any dirt or clumps and stuff like that, it's not going to get in the gun and clog it. Okay, so for starters, this is a Harbor Freight gun. It's all apart right now because we took it apart to clean it. But it's like a $12 gun. It's what I paid for it. I think prices have gone up quite a bit, you know, due to inflation. So it's probably more now, but it's been a great gun for what I've been using it for. So we use this to spray the zero rust, which is the black that you saw on the door, to seal any of the rust that might have been there. We also used it for the primer.
Remember, when you squeeze it all the way, paint and air is coming out. If you just squeeze it halfway, then it's just air. So just squeeze it halfway. Okay, when that air is coming out, just air, not the paint. You want to look, see what your pressure is when you're squeezing it. That's a 40 right there. So that's 20. So go ahead and squeeze it, just air. See how far it dropped down? So now hold it open. All right, we adjusted it. Now, so you look right now, it looks like it's at 30 PSI. But then when you pull the trigger, just air, now it's down to about 22. So that's where you need to set it, is when this is open, okay? You're ready to paint? Whoa, 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 whoa. How far? How far should you be?
I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got is that I'm falling in. I ain't liking it, babe. I don't even want to talk. I'm just smoking.
Okay. Now you want to practice doing this just like one shot. You don't want to go chip, 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 chip. Okay, you want to go whoop, whoop.
stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause it depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family. From a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too long.
Okay, now here's a tip for you for next time. We're not making a show quality paint job, okay? So we don't have to be perfect. But next time, you should start far away and come towards you. Because now that you painted this, if you're reaching over, you might touch your paint and then you'll mess it up, okay? All right, so now you can see you got like some areas you need to paint in here. See how you missed it in here a little bit? It's thin. And now what you should do is go in this direction. That way you make sure you cover everything before you do this, because you're going to be close to it, okay? I think you could just turn the gun like this and then just go like that. But if you want to play with it, that's fine.
For you, for you.
Make sure you don't stay in one spot too long. If you get stuck, you're better off to let the gun, the trigger go. See how you were there a little while? See how wet it is? It's okay, but sometimes if you do that on a side where gravity's gonna pull, it's gonna run on you. You don't want that. Okay, so that looks good. Now do the other end.
Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god.
I think you should come in like this, like straight down. So you get paint in here and here and here. See how it's a little black here still? All right, we'll give it a couple of minutes and then we're gonna put a second coat. All right? So in the meantime, I want you to watch. See here? See where it's still black? So you get an idea of the areas that you still need to put some paint into. And primer, I mean. You see in these corners here, and it's okay. Now that you painted the whole thing, you don't have to do the long strokes necessarily. What you can do now is just come in here and go like shoot, 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 shoot. You know, in this corner, there's shoot, 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 shoot. Okay? This time I go shoot. And then up over here. Probably another one. And then in here I would just go just like a couple of passes in those spots. You can do it now if you want. I think it's tacky enough.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day.
There's still plenty in there. Alright, now I'm gonna go through where I think needs a little more, where there's some black, okay?
This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease is on every screen, I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering, negativity.
We have a sheet of 400. You could tear it into smaller pieces. Basically, we're gonna just start coming in here and we're gonna start sanding all this, just breaking the surface on it, okay? You don't wanna sit in one spot, and you gotta be careful of the edges. If you sand on this edge, it's gonna pull the primer right off, and then you're down to metal. And we'll have to hit that again, because you can't have metal, it'll rust through that area. So you wanna hit on all the flat surfaces, just be gentle about it. And like I said, we're just breaking the surface. So let me go get the camera stand and then I'll show you, okay?
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic.
I want you to feel this and then feel this. Can you feel the difference? Mm-hmm. You want it to be smooth like that, because then when your paint goes on it, it's gonna be like a glass finish, it's smooth, okay? And if you forget to hit little areas like in here, then you're gonna have a texture to it. You don't want that. Here, you can have this quarter if you want. So while we were sanding, we broke through in a couple spots exposing bare metal, and you don't want to have bare metal underneath the paint. So we just use Rattle can, this Krylon here, got it from O'Reilly's, just to basically put a little spot on that bare metal so it wasn't bare metal, and then went over it again with some 400 lightly just to break the surface. I bought a very nice fancy gun. This is a Euro Pro that I bought for my son. We use that to paint, to lay down the base coat and the clear coat. So it's this one right here, Euro HE 103. Here's a picture of the box. And I have to say, it did a fantastic job. I mean, I'm very impressed with it. This gun's practically doing all the work. So, and I paid $200 for that. All right, and then here's the base coat. It's basically a solvent-based paint. Here is the brand code right here. The company I got it from, Mesa Group Management, that's the paint shop. Chrysler brand code 2306. Long story short, B5 blue. Whenever you get paint, they give you a data sheet, or at least they should. Make sure they do when you get one of these things, because it tells you everything that you need to know about it. So for example, here's our ratio, or mix ratio. So it's 1 part paint, 1 part reducer. The reducer I've been using, we use slow. Where in Southern California, it's pretty warm out here. You want to use slow, because if you use medium or fast, it's gonna dry super fast, and it's gonna dry while it's still in the air before it hits the panel. So then that'll give you orange peel, or you'll get like a dry kind of rough texture spray. So if you go with slow, it goes on and then it kind of like melds down, you know, and blends into each other, so it's not so it doesn't have as much orange peel. Now a lot of that depends on your environment and where you're at. So you know, if you're in a cold environment, you will probably want to go with the fast, or you know, an environment where it's kind of in the middle, then go with medium. Can't really give you like a definite. You kind of got to just experiment on your own on that one. And here's the pressure you should be using. 10 psi at the air cap, 2940 at the gun. We were actually spraying at 22 psi at the gun. I believe this has a 1.3 tip on it. You should put 2 to 3 coats until proper color is achieved. Then it kind of shows you between coats to give it 5 to 10 minutes. Air dry in 45 minutes.
The door. Let's go this way too. We're gonna get this. Look at the coverage here versus here. See the difference? You're gonna come in like this, and then remember 50%, so you're going to go like this, and then you're going to go, first you're pointing this way, then you're going to point this way, then you're going to point this way, then you're going to point this way. okay? Because you're gonna hit this, then this, then this, and then that. Do like 4 passes. Slow down a little. Do that again? No. Just continue. Just go a little slower. Okay? Okay. That's all right. We'll worry about him later. Now go around that side and get that side. Now you're gonna come in like this because your focus is here now. Come in like that. Very good. Very good. All right, let's put a second coat on everything. Since we hit the door from this side, now you can hit it from this side to make sure you get on top of, you know, these edges here, okay? Start over here, work your way across. Okay? You want to make it as flat as possible, okay? Not at an angle. Now let's do this stuff again. There you go. Yeah, looks great.
Oh wait,
What?
I did it out of order.
That's okay, now go in this direction. Good. All right, now you did the sides, this side, this side. Just put a little bit in the corners. Make sure you got enough. Okay, gonna do the top. Okay. All right. Looks good. Looks spectacular. %50 overlap. Okay.
Clear coat, 20 minutes minimum, 24 hours maximum. So you want to be spraying the clear coat on the paint, on the base coat after 20 minutes or so. So there's that data sheet on that. This is the clear coat, and it is, here's the ratio for it, also same brand. So 4 parts clear, 1 part hardener, and half a part reducer. And that's the ratio that we went with. So there's the clear, there's the hardener. We use the same slow reducer to mix with.
A little closer. Now go across. Yeah. Beautiful. One more.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I think we'll let it tack up a couple minutes, ready to go another coat.
It looks like it's gonna like drip.
But it's not.
Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played.
So I think Dylan did a pretty good job for his first paint job. You can see in the door there, it's not perfect. We didn't spend a lot of time on prep because it's just the door jambs. This is not going to be a show car, this is going to be a driver. You could just see like a little bit of orange peel, a little bit of the imperfections and stuff in the surface, which is fine, but it's blue and it's painted. And if you want to follow along with the resurrection of this 1971 Dodge Charger, make sure that you like, subscribe, share the videos. It always helps the algorithm and will help us get this channel off the ground. Nut Job Garage. So coming up, I think what we're gonna end up doing is I want to get in here and clean all this up, clean up the firewall, the cowl, everything that's going to be behind the door and the fender, all of this area as well. We may end up jacking the car up, putting it on jack stands and ripping the suspension out of it so we can get all this area in here painted. Just for like documentation purposes, we can kind of see where the undercoating was sprayed. You know, what you're seeing is black is the undercoating. All of this should be painted blue. Looks like this car got really light paint in here. Most of what you see as rust is what was the blue. The overspray that got in here was about it. By you watching the channel and you watching those commercials, you're helping save this 71 Charger and putting it back on the road and bringing it back to life. So thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.